Alright, so I'm making this video to be able to improve on my build. So here's my Templar Inquisitor. I'm running Self-Cast, Frostbolt, and Ice Nova mainly for damage, and a few other skills. I'm trying to show you what I have real quick. I'll try and keep this under 2 minutes, and I'd like to have your opinion on what I can do to improve this. Here we go. So my main weapon right now is Storm Prison Wand. Gives me power charges and damage and stuff like that. I'm dual wielding with another wand, which gives me +1 to cold socketed gems, as well as spell damage. Then I've got my chest, which sucks, but at least has 5 links for now. I'm trying to find a 6th link. I do have Tabula Rasa, the cloth one, but it doesn't have any stats, so I'm trying to, yeah. Then I have these for just movement speed for farming. They suck stats-wise, but anyhow. Gloves that suck as well, but they have 4 link. And then the helmet. So here are the skills I'm using. Flame Dash along with Arcane Surge and faster casting. Main spell, Frostbolt with increased critical strikes, controlled destruction, spell echo, and slower projectiles to be able to spam this. Oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry. To be able to spam Ice Nova. I've got faster casting on and spell echo. And then I have, for curses, well, Herald of Ice combined with Assassin's Mark, Curse on Hit, and Hypothermia. And then I've got, this is purely for fun because I don't know what to put there for now, but I've got increased duration, summon skeleton, minion speed, and minion damage. So this is just like a meat shield, basically, but I guess I could put something in there that would be better. So this is one of the places I can probably improve. I'm just looking to see what I should put in there. Considering I've got this 1-2 step type of build, you know, cast Frostbolt, spam Ice Nova is pretty much what I'm doing. Self-cast ranged. What else? Yeah, rings and ammies are just ordinary. I'm still going to show you so you can see what I've got. So here's the ammi, the rings, and the belt. As for my res, I just finished the epilogue, so my resists are, yeah, they're okay, but they're not great, especially chaos-wise. I gotta find gear that has chaos. And for the passive skill tree, I'm trying to back so you can see a general idea of what it did. So I went with crit, chance, crit multi, a bunch of life. What else? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go up there and get the cold damage, some more life. I've got 2 jewels. They're Frozen Trail Cobalt Jewel. I got 2 of those. The one downside to having 2 is that they speed up Frostbolt, which doesn't allow me to spam Ice Nova as much, but it does add damage and extra Frostbolts. So I've been looking at a guide online where a guy has like 7 Frostbolts going out all the time. And he's using only 1 Frozen Trail, and then he's using greater multiple projectiles support. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I ought to do next. Here are the things that are going well and the things that are going bad. Damage wise, I'm doing fine right now. Like the lower tier maps, like 1 to 10, I can pretty much clear everything. The damage is high, but my survivability is low. I tend to die a little bit too much. That is mainly due to this. I've got 3.1k life, which isn't much. As you've seen, I need to get some more resists. So that's the main struggle I have right now. The other struggle I have is I'm trying to figure out how to work around the curses. That's the one thing, because I keep applying Assassin's Mark, which is fine, but the trouble I run into is it only applies through Herald of Ice explosions, so when fighting a boss I don't get Assassin's Mark procs as much. And then I have another one up here, cast when damage taken, Warlords, Immortal Call, you know, the drill. That too is kind of problematic because Warlord's Mark is not being, you know, it's not cursing the enemies as much because only when I'm taking damage. Plus, I'm guessing I can only do 1 curse at a time because I don't have the extra +1. So I don't think I can do both Assassin's Mark and Warlord on the mobs all at once. But it still works, I guess. So I'm trying to find a way to improve on consistently getting power charges because I scale off of crits a lot and having some way of surviving better. I mean, I could use a decoy taunt, like decoy totem or something. Because prior to doing this, I was running Firestorm with, yeah, like a decoy totem. I also had another totem, you know, throwing Firestorm as well. So I was casting as well, but it wasn't doing damage much. So now the damage is really good, but I'm struggling with some consistencies with like the curses, the marks, and my general survivability because I lose XP whenever I die, of course, which happens a bit too much to my liking. Here we go.